Hi, I'm Rich Colgard, publisher of Forbes, and welcome to an ongoing series of visionary leaders transforming business. And I'm here today at Duke University in Durham, North Carolina, with Tracy Futhy, who's the Vice President of Information Technology and the Chief Information Officer, and Tim Walsh, the Vice President of Finance. One of the things Duke is doing with its tremendous brand, Duke University, is expanding around the world. Let's talk about, first and foremost, China, what you're doing there.
Sure. We're in the midst of building a campus there in China. We've partnered with the municipality of Kunshan, and together with Kunshan and a partner university, Wuhan University, we're creating what's called Duke Kunshan University. It will be a physical campus along the lines of a U.S. research education style institution. Tim's been very active in helping us lead that activity.
Yeah, and the really interesting part of it is the concept of taking an American research university and embedding it physically in the Chinese culture. So this is a really exciting initiative for Duke. It's a really exciting initiative for our partners in China, and I think it's a win-win in every possible way.
Let's talk about your view of how you invest in the future and how you use information technology in the present.
A couple years ago, we actually worked with Cisco and built this really neat concept, which was campus in a box. The idea was you could instantiate the entire Duke network securely and protected in a foreign location, in an international location, in a non-Duke, anyone's network location. And we've taken it a step further and taken it to a campus in a suitcase. So we actually have a campus in Tanzania, and in order to get the network set up and running, literally took the suitcase, went there, opened it up, and all the faculty, all the students immediately have a Duke secure network on which they can run.
Literally, these activities span every corner of the globe, and technology is a major enabler of ensuring the kind of culture between those activities that we want to have.
Talk a little bit, I'd love to hear from both of you, how you collaborate and how your teams collaborate. So talk about how you make it functional.
We have project teams that involve both of our groups. Tim has probably about 30 or 40 employees who reside in the building right beside my personnel, no walls separating them, just big open workspace. So a focus on teams and the way in which people can work together is one. A second, I would say, is the commitment of us as leaders of our groups to really instill a sense of we're all one team. It's all big Duke we're trying to serve, not our little fiefdoms.
Absolutely. I would supplement it by only saying having an appropriate level of respect for the expertise of the other side.
Yes.
Tracy doesn't feel like she needs to understand every financial issue that comes up, but she has an appreciation for the challenges we face. Likewise, I have a great appreciation for the complexities of the IT space, but also an eagerness to leverage IT to make our business operations more effective.
Let's be a little bit fanciful and think about what higher education might look like 10 or 20 years from now. What are your speculations, and how does Duke get to that world?
One of the great things about being in a higher education environment, a research university, is people are accustomed to a situation where we don't quite know what the answer will be, but we need to experiment with it, we need to explore. So we've often been one of the early adopters of some technologies, and in some cases it's great, you run with it. In other cases you say it didn't quite work here, let's put it on the shelf until we find a use that might work or until it evolves.
Now, one of the things that makes a university both unique and fascinating, but also it has to be a little bit frustrating, is you have so many constituencies. How do you satisfy all those constituencies?
That's a great question, and the answer is we don't. we try our best, and I'm sure we frustrate all of them at different levels. But I think we also do an exceptional job of communicating when we do have innovations that are relevant to those different constituencies.
There is no doubt that in a moment everyone wants service off the charts, right? They want the best IT service they can get, and I want to deliver the best IT service they can get. But there's also, I think, a point, especially these days, for gentle tension in the system, and then open communication with the faculty, with the students, with all our constituencies around why that is.
Yeah, I think the key word that neither one of us said, but we were both hinting around, was transparency. We try to be a fully transparent organization to all of those constituents.
Well, you're using the Duke brand and technology wisely. I applaud you. Thank you very much for your time and for doing this.
Great.
Thank you.